Welcome, and we're back. We're here with Bobby Moore. He's going out into the wild tomorrow, I believe. I hope it's bearable. Hello, Kent. How are you? I'm fine. How are you? I'm kind of annoyed at you, but other than that, I'm fine. Now, what do you plan to take with you? You gonna take supplies? What exactly are you going out in the wild with? Well, Kent, I'm probably gonna take some water with me. Some simple stuff like not much. I'm gonna show how to purify water in the thing, but I have to have some with me so as not to, have to do that over and over again. I could, but I'm just gonna show the example of how to do it and then move on. I'm gonna take very little out there with me. It's gonna be barren, a wasteland. It's gonna be a war. Well, thank you for your time. I sure learned a ton. You can do it, buddy. I believe in you. Let go. Security. Told you to let go. Oh, that hurt. Troublemaker. Let's get out of here. What are you doing? Don't. Appreciate your rudeness. The program's over. I don't know whether we'll get to this in the wild or not, but we're just going to show you. You need to follow these paw prints, tracks in the wild, obviously. And it's going to be much harder, but I'll show you that in the wild if we get to it, how you would do this. And find your way to an animal, tracking. It's very hard. You really have to learn how to do it. And there it is. And there's nothing here, so I'm going to give up and go find something else to eat. Whenever you're in the wild, you need to keep your physical fitness up. So right here I'm just going to demonstrate a quick way to do that with the materials you have with you. One option is trees for a makeshift pull-up bar. See? That's one. You can do as many as you want to keep up whatever. I'm here in the wilderness and it's freezing. It's gotta be like 16 below zero with a wind chill of 50 below. We're just gonna try to walk through here and get even deeper in the woods and get lost. That's the end of that scene. Whenever you're in the wild, you've got to find somewhere to go to the bathroom, and the ground is just not a very good place. So what I found here, I'm pretty lucky. I found what looks like a wooden toilet. You want to make sure there's no animals in it before you go, but it's a pretty good place to dispose of your waste. Thank you. Down there. Point the camera down there. Normally I would be trying to find a way to make a fishing pole or some sort of spear or something, go down there and try to catch some fish or duck or something, but it's way too cold to get anywhere near the water right now. Maybe if it warms up. He thinks that they were his friends. Welcome back to Surviving in the Wild with Bobby Moore. Now, obviously you don't want to get in the river when it's this cold. So, I spent a few hours building this here bridge to cross the wild. It's a lot more advanced than you need to make it. A simple piece of wood, a log that just goes across would suffice. But this is a one way to do it. You have to be able to get across the river in order to see if there's anything better over here. So, find a log, carry it to the river. If it fits across, cross it. earlier we said that it's too cold to get in the water, but this is a pretty good place to just fish from the bank. You could just, you have to make a fishing pole, which is a detailed process. And if you find a bank and you know how to make a fishing pole, or for some reason you have one with you, it's a good source of protein and nutrients, fish, but make sure to be safe. Hey, welcome back. Now, we'll be showing you how to make a shelter, a good one. But unfortunately, sometimes you don't have time for that if the weather causes that. If it's cold, blizzard, you know, rain, hail, thunderstorm, all sorts of natural disasters can kill you. Or if there's an animal looking for you that you think's gonna kill you or something. But right here, this burrow here, if you make sure there's nothing poisonous or with teeth in it, would be a good place to hide for a little while until the weather dies down or the animal stops looking for you. Sometimes when you're climbing up a hill, it's very difficult, so you got to find proper footing. See, these limbs, they're pretty sturdy, but they can break just like that. So a more would be, if you see a tree, just climb up next to it, and then there. See, there's not another one, so I just have to try to get low to the ground and climb up like a bear would or whatever. And that's a pretty effective way to climb up a hill. Welcome back. If you don't have long pants with you in the wilds, you have to tread extra carefully. Not just because of snakes or other rodents that might attack you or anything, but there's these thorns all over the wilds. They don't look like much, but they will cut you open and you will bleed if you run into them. And there's very little materials to bandage out here, and there's basically none to disinfect it. So just try to avoid these, or you could get some long pants like I have and just walk right past them, like that. I've been out here about 5 days. It's still freezing and I'm hungry. We're gonna have to find something to eat, or in some sort. As I said before, I'm starving. Sometimes you gotta try to hunt and find animals, but you gotta be super quiet. That's why you gotta sneak on your feet very quietly. Oh, I've run into some luck. Here are some edible berries that you can eat. They're not very filling, but they're better than nothing. Let's get those. Yum, 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 yum. So, now that I've got a little snack, I have more energy to try to find a real meal. Oh look, there's a hole in the ground. Maybe there's some bunnies down there. We'll cook that later. When you're hungry, these berries taste delicious. Yum. But no matter how hungry you are, this is an example of something you should not eat. Later I hope to make a fire, and you've got to collect wood. Little pieces of wood like this work okay, but you need to get some bigger pieces like that as your base. So I'm gonna bring this back to where I've made my my shelter and make a fire later to cook that rabbit we caught. Sometimes if a bear is chasing you, you need to find a place to try to hide from it or something. But this tree right here might be a good place to go. Climb up it. The bear probably can't get up there. Bears can't run down hills. Fortunately, that's not a grizzly bear. I don't know which way to go. Yeah. Guess I'll just follow this trail here conveniently. That's disgusting. Hey there. You see that building over there? I don't know if you know what that means, but I do. It means we found civilization. No longer. I've been lost in the woods a week. I've learned a lot. I hope you do too.
turn.
Advise me. I'm gonna advise myself.
It's too cold.
Delicious. Nom 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 nom.